Hello. Happy, what's today? Thursday. I'm just dropping into my car really quick to grab my coat because I'm in this conference room and it is so freezing cold, like so cold. And my lips are so chapped. So I'm doing this live right now because so many lessons that I'm learning today. And by today, hi Jess, are you here? Are you here? So many lessons that I'm getting from the universe. And again, whenever I say universe, it's God teaching me what he wants me to know. But the reason why I say universe is because I feel like God created the world, the universe, the stars, the planets, the spirits. Like he created everything in our favor. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you moved, right? But so God created everything in our favor and everything for us, the trees, the birds, the water, the people, just everything is for us. And so it's like, I think that people put God in this little box of he's just here and there, like he's in heaven, he's there, and we're here, and we have to pray to get his blessings. But I believe God is everywhere. He's in, like if I want to sit down on these rocks right here and just be one with the rock, I'm sure I can experience God just by being quiet with myself. Like God is everywhere. He's in every person. He's in every opportunity. He's in every moment. He's in everything. And I know that sounds so woo-woo, but the more that I come in tune with my relationship with him and the more I step into my power and my purpose, the more I experience him and the more I realize that. And so the reason why I say universe so much more lately is because I feel like he's literally in all these different things. He's in experiences. Every time I show up for something, I'm showing up to receive. And so I'm at this mastermind. I go 3 times a year with my mentor. And I was packing last night, going through all the hard things that I go through to leave my house. And it's a Thursday, my kids have school. And so, God, I have so many things that I want to say right now. So I'm going to try to like keep my thoughts without jumping all over the place because I'm literally, I have so much that I want to share with you guys. But like, number one, I'm gonna go back to last night, but I came in today to being with this is like one of my favorite places to be, and I was talking to one of the women, like, hey, it's so good to see you. And I was telling her, like, it's just so good to be here. I love being here. And she's like, I almost didn't book the flight. Money is tight. And, there's just so many things happening back home. And I almost didn't come, but I'm so glad I'm here. I already had a breakthrough in the Uber on the way here. And she's like, isn't that how things happen when you just show up? You get to receive what's there for you. And I'm like, yes, like, this is what I'm trying to always say to people. Like, stop buying the stories of, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. It's too hard. My kids, my this, my that. Stop buying the story, because if you really want something, the human spirit is so amazing, it will figure it out. It always does. There's always somebody who is in a worse off situation, whether it's their money, they have less money than you, they have less time than you, they have more kids than you, they have a less supportive significant other than you, they have a worse past trauma than you, they have they're not as good looking as you. There's always someone who's worse off than you doing what you think you can't do because of that limiting belief. And so anyways, last night when I was getting ready and I was going through all the things that I go through to do the things that I do, I go through a lot of moments pushing past my pride to ask for a babysitter when it seems inconvenient. I go through these stories in my head of like, well, she's already working for me on these days and these days, she's probably not going to watch my kids. I can't ask her again. Boom, ask her. Like, as soon as I catch myself in a story, I don't know the answer until I freaking just ask. So pushing past the stories in my head, like working between my husband, my mother-in-law, my babysitter, having backup babysitters if I need them, then packing lunches, having food prepared, calling the school, like setting an alarm to call the school so that I make sure that my 5-year-old doesn't forget to sign up for lunch. setting reminders so that I don't forget to tell one person who's like, my husband's gonna have to pick up the girl, like do things that he normally doesn't do because I'm not doing them today. So I have to make sure I remind him because it's out of his routine. There's all these little increments of being able to be gone just to be where I'm at today. But if you like I'm only 1 hour into my mastermind and my life has already changed. My money will already level up. I'm already have learned things that will change my life for the rest of my life. And so it's like, are you willing to push past the hard of like, it's hard to put something on a credit card and be like fudge, like stop being afraid of debt. Like that's one thing. We society are so programmed to freaking go to college and put hundreds of thousands of dollars on debt and then not have a job at the end of that, but yet we won't invest $2,000 to get a plane ticket and a ticket to a conference that could literally change and transform your life. And here's the thing, this is why I always say it's not the money, because if you knew that by investing $2,000 in something that could change your life forever would change your life forever, and you'd be able to make $20,000, $2 million, $200,000, you would do it. But it's because you don't believe that you could do it. It's because you don't trust that you'll do what it takes to do it. And so anyways, there was one other thing so here's the last thing I wanted to tell you, because I just saw the time. I have to go back and say, the message that the universe, that God keeps sending to me through things that are happening to me is these little moments, but because I'm aware of it and I'm preaching it a lot right now, I'm like, oh, okay, I see, I get it. And so that thing is that life is right now, like the urgency. My mentor opened up our mastermind today talking about urgency. She was like, she's successful. She's making, millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. But she's like, the reason why I'm not at $100 million this year is because of urgency, because I put things off until later that I could have done today. And so I'm like, there's that urgency again. The thing that's like wanting me to like jump through the phone and like take you guys, I'm talking to so many of you guys. You're DMing me, you're emailing me, you're texting me, you're telling me like, I want to come to your retreat, but I just and you have whatever your reason is. You all know whatever your reason is. Some of you guys are even too fearful to even get to the point of talking to me. I got 2 messages yesterday and this like rocked my world, and I was like, fudge, like here I'm starting to have self-doubt that maybe I shouldn't do a retreat. Like I thought I was going to sell out the first day that I launched it. I promise you, I thought I was going to sell it the first day that I launched it, and I'm not sold out yet. And I have no shame in that. Part of me didn't want to be honest about that because, well, if I tell people it's not sold out, then they'll think it's not good and then they won't come. This is not about what people think. This is about for the people who do know that they get to be there, being there, their life is going to be changed. So when I get in my head of the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of what people will think, then I stop being focused on these women are going to have their lives freaking transformed, and I cannot wait to work on that part of it. And so I keep talking to my mentors. This is why I believe in having mentors. Guys, should I shut down registration on this date because it's comfortable for me to just be like, okay, we only sold 8 spots. That's fine. I thought it was going to be 28, but it's 8 spots, and let's serve the freak out of those 8 women. Or am I not holding the line where I should be going until the last deadline that the hotel is giving me so that I can hold the space for more women to just get over their head? So which one am I going to choose? And thank God I have mentors who are like, Crystal, you got to hold the fire. Get out of your own way. Stop thinking about what other people are thinking and hold the line. Because what I got yesterday, and this is what made me change my heart, aside from talking to my mentors, I had 2 girls who messaged me and were like, I really want to come to your retreat, but I'm scared. One said she's scared because she feels like she doesn't have her life together and she doesn't have any idea what she wants to do, and she feels like she's like too far, like she's not ready to be at a retreat like this. And the other girl was like, I'm just an introvert, like I don't know anybody, I'm scared that I'll come out there, I'll be in California all by myself, and that I will just be really out of place, and I just don't think I can do that. And I'm like, God, like this is what's stopping people, like those are the very reasons why you should be here. The whole retreat is like, get your life, girl, like let's figure out what you're doing, and if you already know what you're doing, let's figure out the next level of that, because we all have a block. I I'm doing amazing things, and I'm sitting in this mastermind like, holy shit, like I'm so behind. But if I wasn't in this mastermind, do you think I would get to the next step? No. If I stayed home and believed that, oh, it was hard to find a babysitter, and it's hard to be away from my kids, and it's hard to drive to San Diego when I have dinner in LA tonight, that's hard in itself, because fudge, I'm gonna be on the road most of the day. But do you think if I chose that hard, it would be more productive than choosing the hard of being in this room and transforming my whole entire life? Not just my money, because money is just a tool. I'm talking about transforming my marriage, transforming the way I parent, transforming the way I serve other women, transforming the way that I show up in the world. And so I realize that I get to practice what I preach, and that sense of urgency is what keeps coming up. And it's like, life is right now. You don't have tomorrow. You don't get to wait until you make money. What makes us think we're gonna make more money if we don't change what we're doing right now? So you get to follow the gut, the more. I'm gonna say this probably all year long, because money is one of the biggest objections that stops people. Money is just a flow. It's just a tool. So if you don't have money, if money is the reason why you are like, and I was thinking about this today, I want this to be a whole topic and blog, and then I gotta go, is like, they say money is one of the top things that ruins relationships. And I'm like, yeah, because it's a fucking mindset. That's what ruins. It's not money. People don't have money because they have their mind messed up. So the same way that they're showing up to their money and their finances is the same energy and mindset and entitlement and lack of urgency and lack of commitment and lack of trust and lack of communication that they're bringing into their marriage. That's what's killing relationships. That's what's killing friendships. That's what's creating parents that aren't fulfilled and don't feel like they're being present to their kids, because their mindset is messed up. And so the way you show up to your money is the way you show up to your marriage, to your business, to your friendships, and it's across the board. And this is why I am a stand for transformation work, because when you transform your brain and you transform the way you show up in your life, you transform everything you touch. Your money is just a tool. It's not a restriction. If you don't have money, you don't have the right mindset, period. So trust yourself. Go and take the risk and the commitment, because money always shows up. It always comes back. You're not going to die by making it. If you're one of those people who, if you're not someone who's interested in my retreat, that's okay. I'm not talking to you. But if you are someone who's interested in the retreat and you're using money as an excuse, or time, or I'm not ready, if you have an excuse, like you really want to go, but then you have an excuse, please just message me. Let's just get on the phone, or let's text back and forth, and let's just talk about getting you to make a decision, whether it's 100% this retreat is not for me, or 100% I'm going to freaking figure it out and be there. But don't be on the fence. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to go to the next one. You don't know if you'll be here for the next one. Like, life is right now, and that's what our mentor started our thing with today. She's like me, like, if I have 20 more years on this planet, that's only 20 more summers. Like she just put it in perspective of how like fast life is happening and how much we put things off. And so I'm going to end it by saying, one of the other little moments that I got this urgency message was when I first got here. I saw one of my dear friends who I love so much, and we always are like, we didn't take a picture. And as soon as I saw her, I'm like, we have to take a picture today. Let's get the picture today. And then she goes, then let's take it right now. And I'm like, yeah, like why? Like it's automatically, it's ingrained in us to put things off that we could do right now till later. Why did I not just pull out my camera and take a picture? Because as soon as this day starts, it's going to be like this. Like I'm 5 minutes late to going back in because I want to give to you guys, and I'm taking away from being on time and being present to get stuff from me. But I really want you guys to hear this, that stop putting off like what you can do today to tomorrow. You don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. It's biblical to not, I don't know the exact Bible verse, I need to look it up, but it's biblical to assume that you have tomorrow. It's biblical to assume. It's biblical to not assume. Like God says somewhere in the Bible, like, do not do that. Do not act as if you can do tomorrow what you should be and could be doing today. So what is really holding you back? If you have a money conversation, then it's a value. It's either you don't value yourself, you don't value the program. Pick which one it is. If you have a time conversation, you've got intimacy issues. So just get intimate with yourself. Allow yourself to be with yourself for 3 days around other women, and allow yourself to change your freaking life. If you've got a I'm not ready yet conversation, there's no time. There's no time than now. You're never going to be more ready than you are right now. So I got to go. Super late. Thank you guys for letting me pour into you. And I love you. Bye.